Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to cover the basic death matches that you get, the basic 3 demons that you get, whether it be the normal red demon, the grey demon, or the Howlex demon. So I wanted to quickly run you guys through kind of the strategy I use just for killing these things, and also how I go about building the team for them and what teams I use and what I probably recommend. It hopefully might make your life a little bit easier. Now I'm just going to be basically trying to find some AI people to give me a hand just to show you that, you don't necessarily need to bring in your friend who can help you max out all your gear and stuff like that. They're pretty easy to clear by yourself. And I, as part of my obviously daily video that I put out the other day, I recommend you guys do these every single day because you can farm them, you can spend them in, let's turn on some sound, you can spend them in the, the knighthood shop for some stuff if you need them. You can use them to level up your heroes, do all that kind of good stuff. So let's start with the one that's got the most. Let's go the red demons. He's the first one you'll be able to do. You obviously pretty much always want to make sure you have simultaneous clear on, so you can clear 3 at once or however many you get at once. So we'll jump into the red demon. Now we'll be doing this on Hell, just for the sake of argument. That's the one I pretty much always do it on. I'll show you how I handle it on Hell. You can pretty much use the same technique for all of hard, extreme, whatever you're capable of doing. If you don't have these heroes, then I will kind of give you a couple of recommendations that you could use instead. But let's just grab a random AI. This one's obviously definitely the easiest, so he's got a full blue team, so that'll be nice and easy. So the team I run for this is, I have good old Golgius in the back just for fun, just because I want to use him. He has a unique ability that increases your attack in the deathmatch by I think like 15% or something like that. I use Elaine for basically the attack boost that she has, right? So she gives everyone an attack boost, which is nice. And then I have Trader Melee just because he hits so hard, and then Escanor because he also hits incredibly hard. If you don't have either one of these units, then the units I would probably recommend grabbing is definitely use the one Escanor, the free Escanor. He's always super helpful. You can use King. You can use Festival King or Margaret for the attack boost as well. But honestly, pretty much anyone you've kind of got leveled up. You can even use Blue Slater, especially if you have his Holy Relic. But this is kind of, you want to basically, I just used the one, and then Trader Melee, and then Elaine for the stat boost. You can also use Light Liz as well if you want to. There's no real gimmicks or anything for this deathmatch, right? The red demon is pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. Just attack him till he dies. You can use range attacks, you can use melee attacks, whatever you want. But let's just basically get this one done. This is nice and easy, and this is the straightforward one. So the AA will automatically always go first. I'm going to try and spam and get my attack in so the other guys get my... Perfect, so I got it in a little bit. So Jericho and Escanor will get the attack boost, so this increases my attack. I'm then going to just probably... We'll just throw some cards out. I'm not really concerned about, how quickly I get through this, or... I mean, there you go, Millam's just going to delete. This is a very straightforward one. Obviously do whatever, is your... You can do at your level, or at your progression through the game. But this red demon is the easiest demon there is. As I said, there's no real gimmicks or anything. So basically, just give yourself the attack boost, and smash your way through it. Really, cool. Should. So as you go up in the levels of difficulty for these demons, as you guys probably already know, if you go normal, hard, extreme, then hell, they'll have more phases. So, on hell they all have 3 phases. And then on, I think, hard has 3 phases, then I would say normal and, extreme has 3 phases, then normal and hard has 2, I think, from memory, but I could be making that up, we'll see. Cool, final phase, let's just finish it off. I'm not even going to bother with the attack boost because I don't think I'm going to need it. Yeah, Millam's strong. If you've got Millam, bring Millam. As you can see, Millam is deleting, which is very good. But you might have Escanor or Trader Melee from the current festival summons. So As you can see, Escanor's very strong too. And nice and straightforward, guys. That is the Red Demon. You can also bring Jericho, as you saw that guy had. Jericho will increase your attack as well, Blue Jericho. So you can bring her if you maybe don't have Trader Melee and you've built her up for any particular reason. But any blue unit will pretty much, you know, delete. Cool, so I got simultaneous clear on. We'll do the Grey Demon next. So you'll probably recognize the Grey and Red Demons from the show. Again, I'm just going to do Hell just for sake of argument. Now the trick with the Grey Demon is, as you can see, we have wings, so at least in the beginning it can't be damaged by melee attacks, so it's got to be ranged attacks. Now pretty much, I don't really want to see if I can find a better team that just literally can boost me. This is the thing with AI, sometimes you've got to have a quick play around. Okay, cool, so this is pretty good. I think I will just go with this. So the way I kind of look for it is you want to run green Liz is always nice because she levels up all your cards if all your heroes are green, and then Lolly Merlin is pretty much your pick for DPS, right? And then you can run a support hero like Helbram, who will give you attack bonus, or I also run Gil Thunder as well, because Gil Thunder will increase attack, and Helbram increases attack related stats. So those two stacked together do really, really well. This is the team I run with Death Pierce in the back for the crit resistance drop. And this is basic, like it's not, like as you can see, the CC is really low. It doesn't even really matter. As long as you clear the total CC, I'm not fussed. I know I can pretty much one-shot, right? This is just because I haven't really leveled up Gil Thunder at all. And neither of these two either. So again, I've only got level 90 SA6 Lolly Merlin. You don't really need much more than that. This is pretty much the only really activity I use it for, apart from the occasional event bosses. But I will show you what you want to do here. Again, it's pretty straightforward. You can pretty much just wait for the attack boosts of both, use a Power Strike card, and then on to the next phase. So there's not 3 phases for the Grey Demon, there's only 2. So there's the first one where he's flying. As you can see, he's got flight up here, so it means he can't be hit by melee attacks. Cool, so he does an attack boost. I'm going to then do an attack boost as well, and then I'm just going to double AoE with Merlin because I think this will kill. There you go, increase attack related stats. She's not even one tap here. Close, alright. And as you can see, we're about to melee, but it misses. So this is the one problem with the AIs, is they'll still do that. But that's fine because she power striked. So these two will just wipe. Perfect. And on to the next phase. So basically you want to try and find an AI that has at least the Liz and then the Helbram, or the Liz and the Gil Thunder, then you react accordingly. And then that will be able to boost all your stats. And if you've got a decent Lolly Merlin, you can pretty much just one-tap, right? So now, as you can see, it's got like a little shield and an HP increase, and it will dodge still the melee attacks. But this should pretty much one turn, because I got lucky, because I got another Power Strike card. Yep, and then one more hit. Oh no, never mind. Come on, Gil Thunder. Nice, huge. So, if you do enough damage, you'll actually stun him for this turn. So this is now when he doesn't have flight, and he loses his go, and he can actually be attacked by melee attacks. So, just to showcase, you'll see them take damage here. See, not a lot of damage, but so Merlin is definitely like Lolly Merlin, as you want to base your team around to give you that damage. Which is, and then we'll finish her off here with a Power Strike. So as you can see, my Liz is not very well built. She's literally here just for a passive to rank up all the cards if everyone's green. Easy, so basically bring a support unit, bring a Liz, bring a Lolly Merlin, and bring a support unit, and then grab an AI that also has a support unit, preferably if you have Gil Thunder, they have Helbram, boost your attack, and then you can pretty much just one turn each phase. Wicked, and lucky last is the Howlex Demon. So again, I'm going to do this on Hell. Took me a while to find a strategy that I actually kind of really like. But we got there, and it's pretty straightforward. So let's see. Yeah, that'll do. So for my team, what I use is I use Ragnarok Barn in the back for the attack-related stat boost. I use Derriere because basically what we're going to do with Derriere is we're just going to nuke. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Basically with her ult, I have a 6/6, so we're just going to save her ult for the final phase, get her passive going, and then we're going to delete. And then I just use Escanor and Trader Melee just because they're light and dark and they can be used here, and they just do so much damage. So, excuse me, the trick with the with this Howlex Demon is basically the more damage, the more rounds you go through, the stronger he gets. Whether it be like increases in defense and he becomes harder to kill and then he does more damage. So you kind of want to push through the first 2 phases semi-quickly, but like I said, I do want to have Derriere's ult for the final phase. So I'm going to get her passive going. If you don't know, her passive is basically she uses a skill every turn and she increases her attack. So that's going to be really helpful for us later on when we nuke with the ultimate. Good old Red Escanor, I haven't seen him in a while. He unfortunately did not age well compared to new Escanor, did he? Cool, so 50k is average, but perfect, and then we should miss the last crit. That's annoying. That's okay. Gives us more of a chance to use Derriere's and increase her passive. So I always like to save her blue cards until moments like this where the AI is going to go first and kill her, and then I will still get to proc her passive, right, because she's still using a skill every turn. And then I'm just going to move that card, and then I guess I'll just waste that one. Alright, so with the blue card now, she still has a go and her attack increases, which is good. So, second phase, again, same thing as first phase. I basically just want to make sure I'm continuing to use one card for... sorry, can't multitask. One card for Derriere to proc her passive, and then get her closer and closer to the ultimate. This is also going to help us as well with our final card, because her ultimate, if you guys don't know, is an amplify card. So with the amplify card, the more buffs she has on her, the more damage she does, which is exactly what we want. And I've overdone this because we've killed her too fast with Escanor. That's okay. So ideally, I want to go into this final phase with a blue card to... and also her ult already. So we're going to move that, and then we're going to do that so she gets another stack, and then we're going to go 1. Okay. Let's go. Go Red Escanor. Might not even need me. Ah, no, we will. Cool. Yeah, so as you can see, his damage and attack have gone up, and he's a lot tankier now. Even Escanor does bugger all damage, right? So what I want to do here is, again, I will proc her passive one more time, and then we're just going to go in with our Amplify 6/6 ult, and this should pretty much wipe. Let me do that, let me do that, and then I don't really need to worry about the rest. So again, look, even Melee is doing bugger all damage, and Escanor's now patiencing because we're taking too long. So this is why ideally I want to go in and I want to have her ult ready to go, and then we can just one tap first turn, but this should finish it off. Yeah, there you go, 840k. So that's why Red Derriere is awesome for this final, for Hell especially, on Howlex. Basically build her up so she can nuke the final phase with her ultimate. I've seen 1.3 million, 1.5 million when I've stacked her properly and got a really nice, you know, gold blue card for her. So that's the first 3 of the boss battles, guys. I will be doing another one on how to do the Bellmoth and the original Demon as well, but I hope that helps in terms of building out your teams for this. Again, obviously at the Howl level you have to use red characters. If you guys do want any suggestions on some of some alternatives, or you have anyone else you wanted to use instead, obviously feel free, but those are the teams that I find have worked best, and make it kind of very easy to clear through those bosses when I need to. Awesome, guys, and that's it for another one. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.